Hello everyone, this is Mr. Pell, and we're going to solve this system by graphing. So I'm going to start with the first one, which is looking like a quadratic because there's a y and an x squared in it. So I'm going to just I'm going to add 4 to both sides so that it looks like this. And so my parent function, this is going back to early graphing by transformations, our parent function is just y equals x squared. And so we would typically use -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2, because those were pretty easy points to get. And so -2 squared is 4, -1 squared is 1, 0 squared is 0, 1 squared is 1, and 2 squared is 4. And now we'd apply our transformations, which is our vertical shrink by 1/4, and then translating up 4. So those are both affecting the y. So we're multiplying the y value by 1/4 and then adding 4. So 1/4 of 4 is 1. 1/4 of 4 plus 4, that's 1 plus 4, which is 5. 1/4 of 1, which is, that's sliding around there, 1/4 plus 4, which is 4 1/4. And 1/4 of 0 is 0, plus 4 is 4. And then we've got, it's the same y value, so 4 1/4 again, same y value again, that's 5. And so I'm going to go ahead and plot those. So I've got -2, 5, which is right there, -1 and 4 1/4, which is right there, 0 and 4, 1, 4 1/4, and 2, 5. Now I can't really get a great picture there because it's a vertical compression. I think I said stretch earlier. I can't remember. Shrink. Anyway, it's a compression. And so I'd like to get a couple more points on that graph. So I'm going to try, let's say if x is like -4, the y value, -4 squared is 16. And so 1/4 of 16 is 4, plus 4 gives me 8. So that's going to give me -4 and 8. That's a nice friendly number up there. And then on the other side, if I go with +4, I also get 16, which also gives me 8, kind of using the symmetry of the quadratic to get me another point. So 4 and 8 on the other side. And now that's really enough. Let me zoom in there. And thin that out. That's enough to get a decent looking sketch of that graph. All right, now we'll move on to the second one. Here, let me change colors for that. This one looks linear. I'm going to rewrite it in y equals mx plus b form. So that's, 2y equals -x plus 12. I'll divide both sides by 2, so now I have -1/2 x plus 6. It's a little easier to graph. My y-intercept is 6. My slope is -1/2. So I'm going to zoom on in here. My y-intercept is 6. My slope is -1/2, so that's down 1 and over 2, down 1 over 2. If I go up in the other direction, it's up 1 and left 2, up 1 and left 2. Up 1 and left 2. And now I've got plenty of points to draw my line. But the critical thing is I noticed the points of intersection as they happened. So when you're solving by graphing by hand, that can be a little tedious, but you want to be on the lookout for those nice friendly points where the graphs intersect, because those are going to be your solutions. And so the solution to this system, or the solutions, are this one here, which is -4 and 8, and the other solution, which is here, which is 2, 5. So at the end of the day, that is the solution, and that's all for now. Thanks.